Yes, YouTube. I haven't done one of these in a while. But I've just been doing like a small kind of back test mixed with a forward test. Just making notes of what I was doing and stuff as I was doing it. So I just want to go through what I've learned from doing it, and yeah, I'm basically just trying to put together a little rule book of things that I'm seeing that occur basically. So step one is to try and find the occurrences and then build like a rule book around those occurrences. So to start with, I didn't see anything on this Monday, but when I went back I was like, actually, because I remember taking this trade in a back testing session anyway, and somehow I saw it, so I was like, okay, why didn't I see it this time? So one thing I was looking at is the idea that each setup needs 3 different types of liquidity. One of them is the liquidity of the order blocks, whether that's like 2 order blocks, I don't know, like that, and do you know what I mean? And it disrespects that one and goes under. I don't know if that makes sense. The other type of liquidity is these, like when price gets trapped in a range, building up orders. And then the third one is inducement, so like inducing people to get in. So the reason I like this as a setup, obviously this is this whole 2 weeks of forward testing I've just done is got a complete benefit of hindsight. Obviously, no, I was going through it, but there was only a couple that I actually took as a back test. But the reason I like this is because all the liquidity was taken, and the way it was taken makes sense. So, for example, double equal highs here. That's money, that's money resting there. Price is trapped in this range, building orders from top and bottom. Price swept this high, which probably induced people, I don't know, maybe people who had a limit order there and their stop loss there, induced it but never closed inside. And yeah, I like this because of those things. I think actually I remember looking at this and there was like a high that had been taken here previously. I'm sure there was like a I don't know. But yeah, I like that because of that. I'm trying to I think the hard part about rules is trying to put reason into why a certain feel, like why you'd do something in a certain feeling. The other thing that I like about this is that it disrespected this as an order block, and there was no real inducement for this either. So it was like, okay, yeah, cool, building up orders and that. Maybe that was the inducement, like a sweep and then a break, but also the amount of times we closed inside this order block and really didn't really show much volume to be pushing up was why I liked it. But yeah, this was a strong winner. But yeah, let's go into the next day. Okay. So with these I've been trying to simplify it because I've realised that when I do too much top-down analysis, it actually does paralyse me a bit, and I'm trying not to let that happen. So because I'm just really just trying to take trades within the London session. I'm trying to be in and out within the London session. I figure I don't need to go too high, but at the same time I do want to factor in higher time frame things. But for now, I think I just want to lock down this as a thing. So yeah, this was one I actually took back testing and I lost. I took a loss, but then I realised where I went wrong. So yeah, I marked out this as a zone, that as a zone, that as a zone, all these potential areas to get in. That was the order block that I wrapped up. And yeah, now in hindsight I can see that wasn't a good place, because firstly we're already in the order block and we've got no incentive to be going higher. So now that was kind of what gave me the idea that ranges add confluence. The things that worried me were these order blocks underneath with like this kind of consolidation stuff. But yeah, so this is what happened. I thought that wait, what? I don't understand how I got in on this actually. $6.45. Oh, I might be thinking of a different one. I think this was actually a good one that I took. Was it? I don't know why, but I thought that was the go signal. I thought that was the go signal. But now looking at it in hindsight, I don't think that could be true, because that wasn't even in my time. But yeah, anyway, we pushed higher. This is another signal that I've been realising, that these 3 candles here, when they make like equal highs or create like a little 3 candle range, most of the time you can get like a quick move off it, which I haven't even marked up on this one, which is interesting, but I've noticed that a lot. Like these little 3 candle ranges seem to give good thingies if they get swept, and not as long as the candle doesn't close past them. But yeah, like they're not like crazy moves, they're just like little small moves that you could take. But yeah, I noticed that we'd induced, and it was a nice inducement as well, a nice level of inducement where it's pushed out and broken some highs and stuff like that. And then yeah, we came back, jumped right in there, rode that up. To be honest, I would have took TP at like, I don't know, maybe that high or 3-1 or something, but I also realised that it could have went for a lot more. So that was a really nice one. I think I was thinking of the next one. As to the thing that I got stopped out on, I don't think I got stopped out on that one. So yeah, again, we had liquidity in the form of an old order block, or not even an old order block, but in the form of another order block that could be an option. Range, started making a range. Okay, yeah, this was the thing that I got stopped out on. So I saw this as range was created. I just entered there because I was like, yeah, that's a sick signal. Like, look at the amount of like sweep of that, tap into that order block beautifully. It didn't close inside of it. Swept the range. I thought, yeah, we're in. And then it went lower. Didn't tap into this extreme. I did notice this extreme actually, but I just didn't choose to put it in because a part of me is like, okay, realistically the order block that's meant to be is the one that's going to be closest to the liquidity, because they're going to build it up as close as they can to the order block. But then I didn't factor in the idea of inducement. But yeah, this was a complete hindsight trade. I didn't take this. I was nowhere near taking this, but it was the benefit of hindsight saying, oh, okay, I see what's happened now. We took the range, we broke the range, we induced at the bottom of the range, and then you get your win after that. So again, this one did push a lot higher as well. I think it took out that high, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it took out that high. Don't know if I would have held for that long, to be honest, but yeah. So again, we got liquidity to the left. That's what I'm calling it, liquidity to the left. To the left liquidity. Range of, usually it's edge recession, but just the range before London. Or it could be in London actually, but just a range. And then inducement. But some of the times they do go, so I don't think I was wrong to be jumping in that, but yeah, some of the times they do go. So moving on, don't think I got anything on Thursday. No, I didn't. I had put an order block there and an order block there, which this both respected, but the size of the wick, I was just like, if I'm entering there, it's just silly. But yeah, it did end up going, I think? Sure, it ends up selling off quite heavy. Yeah, so it would have been a decent trade anyway, but realistically, that happening is just too intense to get in on. And then yeah, Friday, again, this was one of them where I didn't see anything trading it, but then with the benefit of hindsight, I was like, okay, where did we go? So again, I saw this 3 candle pattern that occurred. So yeah, there's the low, there's the high, there's the middle one. Or yeah, maybe even that. Oh, hang on, no, sorry. Where's the 3 candles? Oh, it was there. Okay. Yeah, ignore that. Yeah, this is obviously not a clear enough trade, but yeah. I don't know what I'm talking about here, to be honest. But yeah, that wouldn't have been a trade anyway, because it didn't tap into anywhere significant. But I am onto something with them little ranges. I'm guessing Monday I didn't get anything. Did I? I don't think we got anything on Monday. Nah, nothing on Monday. No inducement, we didn't really tap into anywhere specific. This is the Tuesday, so yeah, I had that marked up. I was looking to take a sell from there. That was the other thing actually. There's something that happens when price has already tapped in but fails to break. I can't remember what that is, but I feel like it might be that. Okay, firstly, yeah, it's an indication that we're probably most likely going to go higher and at least sweep that, maybe respect that, but we're at least going to take that high out. But yeah, this was one I actually did take. So we had the inducement, price made a range, induced again, and then price absolutely smashes into that order block. And like I wrote here, the reason I entered, which was here, the entry, was because even though we closed inside of that order block, the following candle was massive and exceeded the previous order block. And I had noticed that sometimes that's what a sweep looks like on a lower time frame. If you zoom into something like this, they often look like that. It's like a push up and a quick push down. So to me that was still a sweep. Yeah, again, hindsight, I don't know if I would have took that. I did actually take this though. This wasn't even like a forward testing thing. I did actually take this. To be honest, I think I was targeting a bit higher though. I think the entry would have been there and I was going for 1 to 3 and it didn't actually hit. So yeah, it's a questionable trade in a few different ways, but yeah, that was that one. What's this? Okay, so apparently we had that same 3 candle consolidation happen. Again, I think this was the benefit of hindsight. So I guess it's kind of inducement as well, and then it makes a little range. Is that the thing that swept it really? Tapped into the order block and then went, I don't know. Again, I don't know if this is really a thing, because that inducement as well just didn't break anything. There's no reason to get in there, to be honest. Let's keep going. So we have same again. So that's what I was saying. I know that was actually, that did tap in. Oh no, this was it. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Price is most likely going to come back because it didn't break this. I noticed that on the 15. It's on the 15. No, it's on the 5. Oh man, I'm tripping out. I've looked at too much price action. But yeah, I noticed that inducement was there. I had this 15-minute order block there and then a 5-minute order block there. This little inducement there didn't break anything, but it did like give a big push out, and then yeah, entry was there. Entry also could have been there at the 15-minute close, which again, odd liquidity range, like we've got lots of liquidity built near that. The inducement's questionable. Yeah, the inducement is definitely questionable. But yeah, this one absolutely melts for some reason. Next day, Thursday. This is all, I'm kind of like just rushing through this as well, but yeah, but this higher 30-minute order block there. Okay, this was what I was talking about. So this, look, broke, failed to break, came back, tapped into this, pushed lower. Now we've came up and failed. Well, we came up, gathered the orders and failed to go. So again, don't know why I've got a sell there. Why have I got a sell there? Why have I got a sell there? I'm sure I'm like anticipating selling from up there. Let me just see what I'd be selling here. Oh right, okay, so I've noticed the inducement there. Pros taps in at 7. Induced double, twice, 2 inducements. Come off her. Oh, yes, I didn't take this. Okay, I did not take this. And it wasn't because of this. Okay, maybe partly it was. I think partly was because why did I not take this now? There was a reason, there was a thing that I was thinking. I was like, okay, I need to record this reason because it actually is quite valid. I think that was because, okay, firstly, the feeling just gave me was like, no, don't get in there. And that would have like induced anyway. I thought to myself, okay, we've only got one type of liquidity resting here as well. There's no real range. There's no other order block to bring you in. There's just that inducement, and that actually hadn't broke any structure. The other thing that made me not want to get in here was because this was just respecting bullish all the way up. Like, it wasn't choppy, or it wasn't like pull back, it was like, okay, smooth all the way up. So that was the reason I never got in that. And then I think this tapped in outside of my time. Oh no, okay, yeah, this goes actually now after this. I remember this goes. I was thinking, okay, why does that go then now? We got inducement was there in the form of that order block that no, that's not inducement, sorry, what I'm on about. Price is trapped in this range. On a 15 minute we've got quite a hefty range here. We break out of it quite fast, we break out of it. Yeah, old liquidity, left liquidity. Guess again this taps in, disrespecting the order block. That's always a good sign. So maybe that could be start being an entry signal. Don't know what my full reasoning was, but I just remember seeing this and thinking, okay, that could go. I think it does come back. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay. So yeah, all that's been taken as liquidity. That's a lot of built up liquidity. Cannot remember why I did that. No, last day. No, that was the last day. Yeah, that was the last day. Okay. Cool. So yeah, reason I didn't take that was the order flow. Didn't agree with it. So there was no like big reach either. It was like, okay, I might have that. No, I might have that. No, I might have that. And then it went. But even when it went, I still respected there and then went higher. So, but yeah, still feel like I'm a long way from completely being confident with what I'm looking at, because like still I'm looking at things and going, why did I do that? Why did I do that? But I wanted to just record this to be able to look back on it.